What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Worldwide Guide. Spain is one of my all-time favorite countries. From sunny Mediterranean beaches and volcanic islands, to historic cities and world-famous landmarks, Spain offers an incredible mix of experiences for every type of traveler. Now come with me to explore the best places to visit in Spain. Spain's story is a long and fascinating one. The Romans once ruled here, leaving behind aqueducts, theaters, and roads that still exist today. Later, much of the Iberian Peninsula came under Moorish rule for nearly 800 years, a time that brought incredible architecture, science, and culture. In 1492, the Catholic monarchs unified Spain and funded explorers like Christopher Columbus, sparking the Spanish Empire and the country's golden age. Over the centuries, Spain evolved into a mosaic of unique regions: Catalonia, Andalusia, Basque Country, and more, each with its own traditions and language. That diversity is what really makes traveling through Spain so unique and exciting. So let's start our journey along one of the most beautiful coastlines in Europe. Stretching from the French border to just north of Barcelona, the Costa Brava, meaning rugged coast, is known for its cliffs, pine forests, and turquoise coves. It was once home to Greek and Roman colonies, and later inspired artists like Salvador Dali, whose home and museum can be visited in Port Liget and Figueres. The Dali Museum in Figueres was actually designed by Dali himself, and explains why it's so quirky and fun. You should also explore seaside villages like Cadaqués, Calella de Palafrugell, and Sarriera, or hike the Camí de Ronda coastal trail linking hidden coves and cliffs. The region is also known for snorkeling, kayaking, and quiet beaches. The Costa Brava is ideal for those who love nature and authenticity. Quieter than southern Spain, yet filled with culture, hiking, and coastal beauty that's perfect for the start of your Spain trip. Next, we'll head offshore to discover Spain's island paradise, the Balearic Islands. The Balearic Islands sit in the Mediterranean Sea, and each one offers something different. The easiest way to get here is by plane, with plenty of daily flights from major cities like Barcelona, Valencia, and Madrid. Mallorca is the largest and most diverse. You can explore the mountain roads of the Serra de Tramuntana, like Sa Calobra, known for its hairpin turns, breathtaking coastal views, and the dramatic descent that leads to the Torrent de Parés Gorge at sea level. Visit the cliffside monastery of Valdemossa and experience the breathtaking views at Cap de Formentor, the northernmost part of the island. The capital, Palma de Mallorca, is also home to the impressive La Seu Cathedral and a lively harborfront. Then there's Ibiza, known for its nightlife, which totally lives up to the hype. A couple of the most famous clubs here are Ushuaia and Pacha, and they are just on another level. Outside of the nightlife, Ibiza also has a peaceful side. I took a boat to Calabasa and had an awesome time swimming in the crystal clear water with fishes, and just chilling on the beach. A popular day trip from Ibiza is Formentera, which is only a 30-minute ferry ride, and once you're there, you can explore the scenic coastal paths and beaches by bike or scooter. Meanwhile, Menorca is the calm, family-friendly island with clear coves such as Cala Macarella and the scenic coastal trail Camí de Cavalls. Whether you're chasing parties or peace, the Balearics showcase the very best of Mediterranean life: sunny days, blue seas, and tranquil beaches. Now let's head back to the mainland and explore the creative capital of Catalonia, Barcelona. Barcelona is one of Europe's most exciting cities, a blend of Roman roots, medieval charm, and modernist architecture. I love this city so much that on my trip to Spain, I extended my trip for another couple days just so I could go back to Barcelona for a second time. There's so much to see here, but let's start with the city's most iconic landmarks, which are the works of Antoni Gaudí. The Sagrada Familia is probably the city's most famous landmark, and is Gaudí's still unfinished basilica that's been under construction for more than 140 years. Also visit Park Güell for colorful mosaics and sweeping views of the skyline. And explore Casa Batlló and Casa Milà along Passeig de Gràcia. Beyond Gaudí, wander the Gothic Quarter with its narrow streets and Roman ruins. Stroll down La Rambla, Barcelona's iconic tree-lined pedestrian boulevard. Then relax at Barceloneta Beach, And just a heads up that clothes are somewhat optional at Spanish beaches, even at popular beaches like this, so don't get caught off guard like me. The Boqueria market is also perfect for filming local food culture, while Montjuic Hill offers panoramic city views. Barcelona captures the essence of modern Spain: creative, cultural, and always full of life. Now, getting around the rest of the country is easily done by train, which is how I traveled from city to city. You've just got to love Europe's train network. From here, we'll take a train south to the innovative coastal city of Valencia. Valencia is where tradition meets the future. Founded by the Romans in 138 BC, it became one of Spain's great trading cities under Moorish rule and later a Renaissance center of art. Today, it's famous for the futuristic City of Arts and Sciences, a complex of museums, an aquarium, and concert halls that look like something from another planet. I swear it looks like something out of a Dune movie. You can also explore the historic Silk Exchange, the Valencia Cathedral, and the vast Touria Gardens, a green park built in a former riverbed. Of course, Valencia is also the birthplace of paella, Spain's most famous dish. Enjoy it at a seaside restaurant or take a cooking class to learn how it's made. And if you're staying in Valencia, a perfect short trip just down the coast is Alicante. Known as the City of Light, Alicante's skyline is dominated by Santa Barbara Castle, a fortress dating to the 9th century. I hiked up here with a few people from my hostel, and there were incredible views of the whitewashed buildings in the distance. Make sure to walk the palm-lined Explanada de España, built with millions of marble tiles, or relax on Postigue Beach just below the castle. Alicante combines beach life with authentic Spanish culture, a perfect stop before heading deeper into Andalusia. At the foot of the Sierra Nevada mountains, Granada was the last Moorish kingdom in Spain and fell to Christian rule in 1492. Its greatest treasure, the Alhambra Palace, is one of the most visited monuments in Europe. A stunning example of Islamic architecture with intricate carvings, fountains, and lush gardens. I also love the architecture of the Granada Cathedral, so make sure you check it out. Granada feels like a living museum of Spain's multicultural history. It's intimate, atmospheric, and filled with unforgettable views. Next, let's head west through the mountains to one of the most dramatic towns in the country, Ronda. Ronda sits on top of a deep gorge known as El Tajo, split by the spectacular Puente Nuevo Bridge that connects the old and new parts of the city. Its origins date back to the Romans, and later, the Moors turned it into a fortress town high above the valley. Writers like Ernest Hemingway and Orson Welles both lived here, calling Ronda one of the most romantic and impressive places in Spain. For travelers like you, it's the perfect mix of history and scenery. From Ronda, we'll jump southwest into the Atlantic to the volcanic Canary Islands. The Canary Islands lie off the northwest coast of Africa and offer some of the most diverse landscapes in Europe. These volcanic islands were once home to the Guanche people before Spain colonized them in the 15th century. On Tenerife, you can hike Mount Teide, Spain's highest peak, and an active volcano surrounded by Mars-like rock formations. Lanzarote features the surreal lava fields of Timanfaya National Park, while Gran Canaria has these incredible sand dunes and Maspalomas that lead into the ocean, plus other beautiful beaches and world-class resorts. And then smaller islands like La Palma and La Gomera are known for stargazing and ancient laurel forests. The Canaries are perfect for adventure seekers, hiking, surfing, exploring volcanic craters, or simply relaxing under year-round sunshine. Now, back to the mainland for the vibrant capital of Andalusia, Seville. Seville is often called the soul of southern Spain. Once the center of Spain's empire during the 16th century, it grew rich from trade with the Americas. Its architecture reflects centuries of history, from Moorish rule to Christian grandeur. Visit the Royal Alcazar Palace, one of the finest examples of Mudéjar design, then climb the Giralda Tower for views over the city. You also can't miss the spectacular Plaza de España, the most famous square in Seville, with tiled bridges and a canal. It's also become famous in the past 20 years because it was a filming location for the movie Star Wars Episode II, Attack of the Clones. So if you're a Star Wars fan, you have to check it out. In the evening, catch a flamenco show in Triana, the district where the dance was born. Seville's rhythm, warmth, and color make it one of Spain's most unforgettable cities. From here, we'll travel north to Spain's capital, Madrid. Madrid became Spain's capital in the 1500s and remains the country's political and cultural heart. It's a city of grand boulevards, royal palaces, and some of the world's best art museums. In terms of the city's highlights, start with the Royal Palace of Madrid, the official residence of the Spanish royal family and the largest palace in Western Europe. Then visit the Prado Museum and the Reina Sofia, which houses Picasso's Guernica. Relax in Retiro Park, stroll down Gran Via, and enjoy tapas in neighborhoods like La Latina or Malasaña. Madrid is both elegant and lively, a place where you can spend the day in museums and the night in bustling markets or rooftop bars. And just a short train ride away is one of Spain's most historic towns, Toledo. Once the capital of Spain, Toledo is known as the City of Three Cultures, where Christians, Jews, and Muslims lived together during the Middle Ages. Its old town sits on a hill surrounded by the Tagus River and looks almost untouched by time. Visit the Toledo Cathedral, a magnificent high Gothic structure built starting in the 13th century. The Alcazar Fortress, a Roman-era structure at the city's highest point, it's an easy day trip from Madrid and a fascinating glimpse into Spain's layered past. Finally, we'll end our journey in the north, in the elegant coastal city of San Sebastián. San Sebastián, or Donostia in Basque Country, sits on the Bay of Biscay near the French border. Once a royal retreat in the 19th century, it's now famous for beaches, scenery, and world-class cuisine. Relax on La Concha Beach, often ranked among the best in Europe, or surf at Zuriola Beach. For views, take the funicular up Monte Igueldo or hike Monte Urgul for a look over the Old Town. The Old Town is also packed with bars serving pinzos, small, creative tapas that define Basque cooking. San Sebastián's combination of natural beauty, refined culture, and incredible food makes it the perfect finale to any trip across Spain. And there you have it, the best places to visit in Spain. If you enjoyed this guide, hit that like button, subscribe for more travel videos, and let me know in the comments which destination in Spain is at the top of your list. Thanks so much for watching, and safe travels.